Beta weekend, the first one, August 7th is Jebro. Here's some news for you guys. If you haven't noticed the blog post on the Guild Wars 2 site, then there is a link below where I will link it and you can read all the information about when this is going on. So it's happening on Friday, August 7th, which is when Gamescom is on as well. I'll be at Gamescom obviously for Guild Wars 2 and ESL doing the casting for WTS with some other people. Give you that information later on. But basically, this starts at noon, the Pacific time. So that's going to be around, 8 o'clock UK, 9 PM CEST for EU peoples. So that's not too bad at all. So it starts in the evening. After you get out from work, you can go home, grab yourself a beer, whatever you want to do, and start playing the first official beta weekend for Heart of Thorns. Now, the thing you need to do also to be able to play in this is to purchase the expansion. Whether or not it is the basic edition or the ultimate edition or whatever edition it is. Also, if you are pre-ordered from other sites, I'm not sure about those details exactly, but you can indeed get involved in this if you do that. So if you are thinking of buying the expansion, self-mini plug here, there is a link in the description below where you can buy the Heart of Thorns expansion through my own link, which helps and directly supports me, and it's just a referral link. It doesn't cost you any money. It's still an official link from Guild Wars 2, and you can help support the channel. I've told you about it before. I won't bang on about it anymore, but that's something that can support me. Or go and find one of your favorite content creators and try and find that link from them as well. And yeah, you can support them. But I urge you to support someone when you do purchase the expansion, of course. What you can do? What can you do in the expansion? Is it the same stuff as before? No. I believe there is, as when I read the blog post, I read it this morning. I'm not going to read through it now because you can do that yourself when I've linked it, and also from now as well. But you can see you'll be able to play the Revenant, and you'll be able to play all the trait lines that we've seen and all the legends that we've seen so far, including Shiro, they say, which is pretty cool. And then you'll also be able to try Chronomancer, Dragon Hunter, Reaper, and Tempest. So all the ones that have been announced thus far. You'll be able to play them in the new world and the old, and that's pretty good. You're going to get this character beta slot as well, which is going to be useful for you to use. And also this is going to carry on to the next beta weekend as well. So beta weekend 2, they won't just wipe your character, you'll be able to carry on. So if you have been doing a little bit of the story and whatnot, or been doing some of the events or some of the hearts or whatever, then you know you're going to be able to continue your experience and to help test further. They're not going to release the whole expansion in this beta. I mean, that wouldn't be fun at all, because you know what's going to happen. People are going to go so far into the end, they're going to have so many guides, and it's just going to be like, yeah, we know everything about the expansion already, because people will be able to play through it quite quickly, in my opinion, probably anyway. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens with that. But, I mean, well, I don't know that because I haven't played it, but you know what I mean. I mean, you don't want it to be spoiled, of course, as well. Also, more news is the fact that you'll be able to get the Stronghold mode as well. So that's going to be until the Monday as well. So that's pretty exciting stuff. And also, if you do have the expansion, you're going to have all those missed heroes unlocked. So in the latest version of Stronghold, of course, you did see that you had these heroes who had different abilities. So when you summoned them from the hero summons in the Stronghold map, you could select which one you use. That was before you jumped into the PvP match, of course, itself, or you're in the waiting lobby or whatever. So you can actually pick these different heroes, which, you know, gave you group stealth or more group survival and whatnot as well. You can see more details on that in the future video I will do, but that's something extra as well. So there's extra PvP stuff and there's extra PvE stuff. It's going to be pretty interesting. So as you can see here, not only will you be able to take your characters to the jungle, so that's the zones, you know, that we haven't seen yet, or we have seen if you've been in the other betas, you can take them into the existing world as well. So that's PvE, PvP, and World v World as well. So you can try out all those elite specializations that I mentioned up here, so Chronomancer, Dragon Hunter, Reaper, and Tempest in World v World and PvE, and you can also try the Revenant as well, which is pretty exciting because, you know, the Revenant hasn't really been used fully, and they've they rebuffed it on the forums as well. Roy talked about all the different improvements they're bringing out for Revenant as well, so I'm hoping that's going to be in with this patch, in with this beta weekend. So that's something that everyone should be looking forward to. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to play it as much. I will be streaming though. And my streaming times, if I pull out my piece of paper for you here, are going to be here. So I'm going to be able to play it before, because it'll be at Gamescom, of course. I'm assuming so anyway. So on Wednesday the 5th of August, 3 PM CEST, I'll be live streaming from the Twitch booth. On Thursday, I'll also be streaming from the Twitch booth at 12 PM CEST. And then on Friday, I will also be streaming at 3 o'clock as well. And then on Sunday, it will be 1 o'clock from the Twitch booth, streaming the beta as well. I'm assuming this is going to be the same. It's going to be on live. I might be able to log in or whatever, or have an account and just be able to play. And it's going to be alongside, I think it's about 10 machines they've got. I can't remember, at Gamescom. So I'm going to be streaming, and there will be other people streaming as well. So that will be on twitch.tv/Guild Wars 2 more than likely. And yeah, I mean, go read the blog post, go and make sure that when you play it that you give feedback. Like, there's a whole section here on the blog post about that feedback, and then there's a small bit on the blog post as well saying, you know, see you soon. Beta weekend events are a large milestone in the development, so it's important to make sure you give that feedback as well. And like I said before, WTS, World Tournament Series for SPVP, will be on Saturday at 10 AM CEST on the Guild Wars 2 channel, no doubt on the Twitch channel as well. As we know, the TCG orange logo abjured, and the Chinese team Original Sin of My Heart, whether or not that will be their name, I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and see, are all fighting for that $50K prize there, so 25K for the first position, of course, and then the rest shared between the other teams. So it's going to be a very exciting time during Gamescom, because we've got WTS and we do have indeed the beta weekend #1. So I'm sorry there's not been much visual stuff on this video, and there's not much musical stuff, or there's not much sound in the background, but you know, I'm literally packing to go to Gamescom right now, and I'm actually doing a lot of videos, so while I'm not here, you have some stuff to watch on my channel. So thanks very much for joining me. Of course, this was actually announced today. This is actually Colin Johansson who wrote this blog post as well, so make sure you get in on that and have a look, check it out. I'll see you later, guys. Thanks for joining me again, and take care. Don't forget to purchase that expansion if you want to be involved in the beta. I'll see you soon.